Alright, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday, and it's going to be a bear keeping up. I'm not going to lie to you. These next couple months are tough. September and October, not only am I out 3-4 nights a week drinking with you, my wine drinking people, but I got 3 or 4 suppliers a day in the store here, so we got a lot of material to get through it. We'll get right to it here with Vinecraft, one of our favorite small distributors in the state of Florida. They've got an incredible portfolio, great small producers, and you get a great book of Bordeaux. One of the easiest wines to sell is Bordeaux if you have it at the right price, and these guys are doing business with the right people. And this Domaine de Valanges wine has been a huge hit. We've got 3 different wines from this property in the Côte de Chalonnaise, and they are making some outstanding values. And you know, when you say value in Burgundy, it's hard to put those 2 words together, but the Côte de Chalonnaise is the last area in Burgundy. You can still find some great wines for under $20, like this Saint Varan. And this is, it's got a good amount. This is 2013, one of the first 13 Burgundies that I have had. A nice amount of juicy, ripe pear and apple fruit, lemon citrus, notes of wet stone, along with some pretty floral highlights. Very juicy on the tongue, but still has a nice tangy finish. This wine's got lovely balance. A little wet stone-like minerality, white flowers, a lot of chalky, minerally notes. Really quite delicious on the second day also. A real crowd pleaser. Very well built, even though it's got a lot of juicy fruit. Very good little wine. Like I said, well, 20 bucks a bottle. All right, the Chateau Saint Roch Côte de Rhone Blanc. You see a lot of Côte de Rhone Rouge, but Côte de Rhone Blanc also in outstanding value. And a lot of these wines are produced organically or biodynamically because they don't have an issue with rot and mold and these kind of things in this part of France, usually. This wine's a blend of 50% white Grenache, 20% Claret, and the remainder equal parts of Roussanne, Viognier, and Bourbon Blanc. And this wine's got a good amount of that stone fruit on the nose, white peach and pear. Some pretty floral notes, a little green melon, a light briny character to it. Really nice richness on the tongue, showing those pretty floral highlights and a smooth, creamy texture. The minerality here providing, and a really nice balance of acidity through the finish. A little bit of that briny note. Really very good stuff for under $15. Wow. The Rouge here from Chateau Saint Roch also very good little wine, a blend of Grenache, Syrah, Cinsault, and a pretty I call it berry pie bouquet here with this wine. Floral notes, fresh herbs here, a ton of that juicy fruit from the nose showing on the palate, those sweet herbs and that floral highlights lingering to the finish. A very easy drinking, light-bodied red with nice freshness to it on the second day. A very good little wine at $14.75, as I said before. Côte de Rhone offering some of the greatest value in lighter whites and reds that is out there today. And then a little Simmer Champagny. This is Chateau Yvonne, and this is a textbook example. It's 100% Cabernet Franc. It's like Chenin on steroids. Yes, a good amount of that peppery spice here, almost tequila-like, with dark currant and blackberry fruit, dark earth, dark tobacco spice. A big and spiced wine on the tongue with a nice hint of that dark berry fruit spices and all that lingering through the finish. A bit chalky. Cabernet Franc's got some tannins to it. But very young wine, 2012, showing lovely balance, nice fruit here as well, that peppery spice and tobacco notes showing through the finish. An excellent example of Simmer Champagny, $24.50. All right, and then the Vallin Syrah from Saint Ignace Valley by Liu D Winery. I love the name here. Very clever. Made by one of the stars in the movie Somme, and a very savory style as you'd expect from a wine professional. 13.2% alcohol. This wine's got a good amount of that wintergreen kind of minty note and peppery spice to the red plum and red berry fruit. A hint of smoke and herbs on the nose here. Really nice plushness to the tongue. Silky smooth with a nice amount of that berry and plum fruit. Those herbs and spice from the nose showing through the finish. Very savory, fine tannins. An excellent little bottle of Syrah. At 42 bucks it should be. That's not cheap for Syrah. It can be hard to sell Syrah when you're on over 50 bucks if it doesn't have certain names on it, like Hermitage and Côte Rôtie. All right, and then a 2012 Habit Red, which, you know, the label for this is a little bit, you know, kind of weird. It's 43% Cab Franc, 34% Merlot, 17% Cab, 6% Petit Verdot. Voice actor turned winemaker, and any indication as to what the label means, I guess to be recovering from being a heroin addict or something like that, you know, is acceptable. But the thought of leaving drugs, well, if the drug is alcohol, is out of the question when it comes to that. Anyways, this is a very aromatic wine, fresh flowers, incense spice, some fresh earths, both red and blackberry fruit. The addict's done a pretty good job here. A good amount of that juicy fruit on the tongue with silky smooth tannins. Just the right amount of those herbs and floral notes from the nose through the finish. A nice spice and zest here. An excellent little bottle of that red here, Cabernet Franc based at $46.50. All right, and then the Dragonette Cellars MJM, sorry. Only copyright infringements there from Santa Barbara County. And this is a blend of 93% Syrah, 6 Grenache, and 1 Viognier. Just a little tiny hint in there. Yeah, help fix the color. Add a little floral lift to the nose. Very savory style of Syrah with kind of smoky, meaty notes. Through the dark berry fruit, black spices, fine herbs, graphite, and pencil lead-like aromas coming out on the second day, along with some bitter cocoa. Really nice complexity. This wine got better as it opened up. I raised it 2 notches up on my score the second day because, man, this wine, like I said, it continued to evolve and became something other than what it was. A really big and balanced wine. A good amount of that dark berry fruit, black spice, bitter cocoa showing in the finish, along with that graphite mineral note from the nose. Really well built. Like I said, even better on the second day. Most excellent juice. One of the best blends of this type that I've had coming from California. And hey, it's $52. It is not cheap, but that's what we had to drink. Good wine is not cheap, and cheap wine is not good. That's what we had to drink with our friend Florent from Vinecraft. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.